What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Today, the topic of the video is you can't save everyone and it's scary. Unfortunately, the world we live in is full of people in control, but there are also people who wouldn't be able to live without control. This is why the Matrix is heavily talked about. I'll give you an example. You know how you'll watch a video which is clearly not AI, but there are a whole bunch of people in the comments who are still stating it's AI? That's an example of control people. Control people are people who still believe a 9 to 5 is your only source of income and somehow make you financially successful. The goal of the government was to get as many people as possible to believe this, so that if anything happens, they'll have enough people that are willing to work and or be peasants aside from the people who had enough their own brain power to escape. They see the people who are willing to rely on their own corrupt system as peasants. And while you'll still believe the distractions they put in front of you, they're trying to find something else to either make them more money or something to distract us from reality. They've already distracted y'all with electronics, hacked your algorithm in order for things you continuously watch to pop up consecutively. And on top of that, we can't even have tell when something or someone is AI anymore and it's getting out of hand. A video shouldn't have to have an AI handle for you to know if something is real or not. And at that point, you need to be focused on what you're watching, reading your Bible, and dictionary. Those are the 3 things that can save you at this moment. Make sure you keep at least 20% of your paycheck in cash untouched, specifically for emergencies, governmental shutdowns, and breakdowns. This applies to mostly traders, but everyone should also take note, because you don't want to be in a situation where if something happens to your bank account, you no longer have assets or something of that kind. Remember, the goal at the moment is to use your money to make more money. Side note, keep lots of water, flour, canned foods, salt, oil, paper towel, and toilet paper as a stash, not to be of use. The goal right now is to find as many things you can use to make you more money. The goal is not to use these things right now. The goal is to stack as much money and resources that you can as possible, so that you will be stacked with whatever you need. So whatever governmental shutdown happens, something breaks down, you'll have access to whatever you need in order for things to go your way. A lot of people find themselves in a lot of trouble because they are not prepared. And you can be prepared if you just listen to what I'm saying to you today. I talked the other day about a good idea being putting your money into stocks and ETFs. Not as much as you're comfortable with putting into a stock and ETF. Something that you can say, okay, if I lose this, it'll be all right. That's what you should be focused on. Using your money to make more money. Stashing as much as you possibly can. Stashing as much money, resources, and information as you possibly can. You do not want a situation where you do not know what to do with your funds, where you do not know what to do if you find yourself in a situation where food or anything else of that nature is scarce. Because just like COVID, when COVID came around, everybody was looking into buying water and paper towel. You could not find any water or paper towel on the stashes. You need to get as much water, paper towel, oil, flour, canned food, salt, and like I said, a whole bunch of water. I talked about it in the other video. Every time you drink water, never drink your water regularly. You need to put salt in your water. You do not need to drink water regularly. It's not going to help you. Putting salt in your water helps to restore sodium and calcium, which you need to break down things like cancer cells and other things in your body that couldn't be broken down with regular water. Water is literally just in your system to come out. It helps with absolutely nothing. Regular water does not hydrate you. That's why you use salt as a something that could add what you actually need. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be in a situation ever where your body cannot function the right way because of what you're eating or drinking. A whole lot of things in this world are wrong. People using human people and things of that nature to provide meat and fast food restaurants and things of that nature are not using real food like animals and things of that nature, or they're bioengineering these animals. So while you think, oh yeah, well, I'm getting a steak, a bioengineered steak. Sorry for cursing. You're getting a bioengineered steak. People have to remember, the government is not on your side. The government is used in order to control people. And they're not trying to help you. I'm telling you right now, they're trying to help themselves. So when whatever happens regarding America and Iran and anything else that is going on, if they just decide one day, oh yeah, well, we're just going to bomb America. And like America, like the American government decides, oh yeah, we're just going to bomb America. They can do whatever they want. And that's what y'all need to understand. They can do whatever they decide to do. They do not have to rely on y'all for anything. And that's what y'all have to understand. They're controlling y'all to get more resources. All y'all that are working 9 to 5s and, people in the grocery store, things of that nature, people you think they need you, they do not need you. They're using you as laborers until they can leave here and they do not have to look back. All they're doing is just stocking up as much resources possible. They're rich. Millionaires, billionaires, trillionaires. They have the money. They're not worried about you saying, oh yeah, well, I'm just gonna quit this job. Okay, cool, go and quit the job. But what are you gonna do after you quit the job? They know you can't live without this job, so they don't care about you. Their goal is to control you as much as they possibly can. So that same Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, social media. Yeah, bro, that's like something that there's a possibility that they want you to watch this stuff. They want you to watch this stupid stuff. It's a distraction. It's a distraction. All of this stuff is a distraction. You watching things that are good for you is a distraction. That's how you know this world is corrupt. For an example, right? You can say, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna watch a video about God. Sorry, my nose is running. But you can say, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch a video about God. Oh yeah, cool. But guess what? The internet is not your Bible, bro. Read a real Bible, paper copy Bible. Do not use the internet as your source of knowing. Of course, I got a few Bible verses from the internet. I'm not gonna be one of these people that's telling you to do something I don't do. But if you want to learn about God, you don't go to social media. You go to your Bible. All right. I read the Bible today. I read a few pages while I was waiting to get into the bathroom. I read a few pages of the Bible. Nothing too crazy. The regular smegular, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get into that until another video because this topic is very serious and sensitive. So I need to focus on one specific thing. So I could be being playful, but right now is not the time for that. Y'all need to stock as much as y'all possibly can. And any of y'all that have family members or anything of that nature who don't support your dream of becoming an entrepreneur, or anybody else for that matter, do not let any of them ever say that anything is wrong with what you're doing. You're probably the top 2% of people that know what they're doing. So regardless of who's telling you what, even if you gotta leave the house, leave the house. Depending on how bad your situation is. Like if they're talking about kicking you out for, wanting to pursue your dream, never give that up. That's a very important thing. Being an entrepreneur gets you really far. You know what I'm saying? Working a 9 to 5 job ain't gonna get you nowhere unless you got something on the side. Your 9 to 5 is supposed to fund your business. Your 9 to 5 is supposed to fund your business. Your 9 to 5 is supposed to pay your bills. That is what your 9 to 5 is supposed to be for. If you had no bills, it's supposed to fund your business. If you had bills, it's supposed to pay your rent. And then whatever you get from your business is supposed to be used to make you more money. And you need to keep your ultimate eye on God. Your ultimate eye on God. You need to focus on God as much as you possibly can. And read the Bible as much as you possibly can, because not reading it ain't gonna help you know it. I'm telling you right now, read your Bible. Stick to God. If you've been realizing, right, that people have been unloyal to you, or people don't want to be around you, and people you've been realizing people have been treating you as like a liability. You don't turn to, oh yeah, well I could just make new friends. No, your new friend is God. Matter of fact, your old friend is God. He's been there. So stop looking for new people, new friends, new this, new that. No, you have to be focused on God right now. That's what you should be focused on. You know what I realized? I talk a lot of good things. I speak a lot of good things to people. I speak a lot of good things to help people. I do a lot of good things. My business is not used in order for me to mostly benefit off of y'all. My business is used for y'all to mostly benefit off of me. A wise man told me this, is that the reason certain things are going on in this world is because the people that are supposed to be in power are not in power. But I'm not gonna sit here. A lot of people, they say things like, oh well, if you're doing it to benefit us, why can't you do it for free? I gotta pay the bills too, bro. I don't got no rent yet. I'm 15 years old. I'm talking like this at 15. Yes, I'm 15 years old. I don't got no rent yet, but I got some things that I got to do to get up out of here. I'll keep it simple, short, and sweet. Still got to buy stock, still got to buy land, still got to buy a house, still got to find my way out of here. And in order for me to do that, certain things got to pop off. And in order for me to do that, I need money. My goal is not to work for somebody else. If I need to, in order to fund whatever I got going on, then I'll do what I got to do regardless, because that's just what God gave me. One thing, the reason why if God is never mad at you or disappointed in you, but if he was, it would be because you're not using the resources and the power that he's given to you. If God gave you a gift, please use it. He gave all of us a gift. But don't use it for the bad stuff. I have a lot of influence. And it took me a little while. It didn't take me too long, but it took me a little while to start using it for the good stuff. And very soon, my Instagram account will be public so that everybody can get the sauce. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to keep nothing for nobody. I want everybody to learn. I want everybody to be able to learn. Because a lot of these people, if I was really just chasing money, I wouldn't even be saying this right now. This stuff wouldn't even be anything that would come out of my mouth. Because this is something that I could get paid for. If I was worried solely about money, oh yeah, best believe it. Everything that I'm talking about right now would be for a price. I'm trying to help y'all. Y'all think that everybody that is not in the highest position is trying to harm y'all or saying something that's wrong. No. Just because I may not be a millionaire yet, don't mean nothing. I'm gonna be there really soon. It ain't gonna take too long. And that don't mean that my family ain't gonna be up. That just means I got some things to do. I'm obviously be a millionaire by 18, 17, maybe 16, but I ain't gonna push the level too much, but I know what I'm capable of. I'm not ever going to underestimate myself at all. So are y'all going to underestimate yourself and say, well, I can't do this, and I was taught to do this, and I have to be a nurse. I have to. No, you don't. You don't have to be a nurse, a doctor, anything that your parents tell you have to be. The reason why they're telling you have to be that way is because that's how they were taught, and that is the safest route for them. It's not that they don't want you to succeed. They just don't know. So it's all right. Sometimes you gotta go past the threshold. It's like the government. The government ain't looking for you to get better. And everybody, Andrew Tate said this one time. He said somebody gotta flip the burgers. Not everybody can be an entrepreneur. If everybody was an entrepreneur, it wouldn't be rare anymore. Everybody can be an entrepreneur, but there gotta be somebody controlled. Somebody has to be controlled. Because if everybody was an entrepreneur, there would be other levels of success. Now new laws will be out, new inflation, whole bunch of inflation, different things will be going on. So everybody got to have a role. So not everybody is going to be rich and successful, millionaires, billionaires. No, not everybody, but you can be one if you want to. Only got, at the moment, I have 59 followers on Instagram and I have 69 subscribers on YouTube. I'm only but there. We don't take any chunk out of the billions of people that are in the world. So I'm just trying to help who I can. If y'all don't want to listen to me because y'all feel like, oh, well, why am I going to listen to somebody that don't look like they got nothing? Cool, don't listen to me. And then what's going to happen is you're going to see what I'm saying to start going on, and then you're going to realize, damn, he was right the whole time. No, I should have listened to that dude on Instagram, bro. I don't know him, but I should have listened to him. You let the duration of a video tell whether or not you should listen to something. The duration of a video. Come on. If that's you, then you're very weak-minded. My goal is not for you to watch the whole video. My goal is for you to get as much out of the video as you possibly can. So even if you gotta scroll through the video in order to finish it, and to the important parts, do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you shouldn't do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. But at the end of the day, y'all know what y'all should be doing. I'm not here to harm you or tell you something that could ever hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Everything I'm telling you is to help you. I promise you. I would never lie to you. Everything that I'm saying has been already said. All I'm doing is elaborating. And it's been said by them. That's the crazy part. The government has been saying this for the longest time. Regardless if y'all want to listen or not is besides the point. But like I said, I'm here to help. I'm not here to harm. I'll see you guys in another video. Stay positive, stay up, be smart, you know what I'm saying, and be aware.